important. The one I missed was for England.
So you let the nation down?
Doesn't matter as much. I would rather let my nation down than my city down.
Right.
All right, let's send you back to Rob Green and Clive Tildesley once again.
Manchester City did win the European Super Cup in Athens in a penalty shootout. They did lose a penalty shootout in August too at Wembley against Arsenal in the Community Shield, the traditional curtain raiser to the English football season. Julian Alvarez is going to take the first penalty here, and he scored in that European Super Cup shootout against Sevilla. Most penalty shootouts are won by the team that goes first, and Alvarez scores confidently. I think it's over 60% the advantage for the team that goes first, Rob Green.
If you score first as well, it's a huge advantage, and Alvarez, you can go the way, you can guess the right way, Lunin doesn't. But with that, to get the height on it as well as the power, it's so hard for a keeper to get up and across to make the save.
Luka Modric has taken Real Madrid's only penalty in the Champions League so far this season, in Berlin in December, and he failed to score. And Ederson saves it! Advantage Manchester City. Luka Modric foiled.
From the angle, you can tell it's not a great penalty, it's not in the corner, it's not got the power, it's not got the height. Ederson with a fantastic save, but you can read it from the angle, you can read it from the run-up.
Bernardo Silva did score in that Wembley shootout I was referring to against Arsenal in August. Got a problem at the moment, hasn't got a ball. Come back from the crowd. This for a place in the Champions League semi-finals against Bayern Munich. 1-0, Manchester City lead. And Bernardo Silva has just lifted that into the goalkeeper's hands. Presumably, assuming he would dive, and he didn't.
Well, he's done his homework, and he knew. It's brave, it's so brave from Lunin to stand. It's the hardest thing as a goalkeeper. The temptation to dive, the temptation, you're just desperate to go, to stand and do nothing and wait.
Jude Bellingham is 1 out of 1 for Real Madrid. The one penalty he's taken, he scored, it was 3 months ago. Sends Ederson the wrong way, and the penalty shootout is tied at 1-1. He's such a talent, such confidence.
So composed, just that pause, just buys in the second, at the slightest of glances. See where the keeper's leaning, see where Ederson was going. It was enough.
Kovacic scored in the European Super Cup shootout against Sevilla in August. Saved! Lunin saved 2 in a row. Mateo Kovacic is his second victim.
He's becoming the hero. Lunin, again from the angle. You can read. It's so hard to go the other way, to open yourself up from a straight run-up.
He hails from the Kharkiv area of Ukraine, which is just a war zone at the moment. He must have family and friends still at home, going through all kinds of horrors every night. But Andrei Lunin has got his mind on the job here. Lucas Vazquez is next for Real Madrid. Oh, beautifully tucked away in the corner. He's taken one in a shootout in the Champions League final, Lucas Vazquez. And Real Madrid are 2-1 up here, 2 each still to take.
It's a complete turnaround, and it's a brilliant penalty. The pause, the wait, again, it's so hard for a keeper. You saw Lunin stand and wait. To do that whilst you're being watched by the taker, it's nigh on impossible.
Remember Phil Foden missing one in a shootout in the English League Cup against West Ham United. He scored this one okay. Manchester City's second successful penalty comes from their fourth. Nacho is going to come forward for next for Real Madrid.
There's that height, there's the power from Phil Foden. Again, no messing.
The captain of Real Madrid, he's been with the club since he was 11 years of age. He's now 34. If Real Madrid win the Champions League this season, he'll lift the trophy. This to give them match point. Nacho scores! Real Madrid are on the brink here. They lead by 3-2 in the shootout. And Manchester City have simply got to score their next, and Edison's going to take it.
And it's keeper on keeper to keep them in the competition. He's got a wonderful strike on him. It's a huge ask.
It all comes down to this. Edison must score. Does score. Real Madrid still have the opportunity to settle it. Antonio Rudiger will walk forward to take their final penalty of the 5 allocated, but Edison has done his bit.
He's still got one more play. Shootout. Listen, but if there's one man who loves this situation, who will love this pressure?
In the Chelsea team that beat Manchester City in a Champions League final 3 years ago. 5 years of his career here in England. Antonio Rudiger to send Real Madrid through. Revenge! The sweetest revenge for Real Madrid. Shredded in Manchester last year, celebrating in Manchester tonight. Real Madrid are Champions League semi-finalists for the 12th time in 14 seasons. Generations of success. The defending champions are out. Beaten for the second time in 3 years by Real Madrid. Their paths will cross again, nothing's more certain. These are two of the superpowers of the European game, and that's not about to change. But Real Madrid have a love affair with the Champions League, more of a marriage, really. They only part company with the trophy temporarily. They lent it to Manchester City last year, but now they want it back. 14 times and counting. They will face Bayern Munich in the semi-final. They haven't met for nearly 6 years, but it will be the 27th encounter of the most played Champions League fixture of all. Carlo Ancelotti will face his old club. The kings of European football are heading for the Palace. Real Madrid have never won the European Cup in London, maybe this year.
Goodness me, well, Real Madrid's European pedigree cannot be denied. They are through to the Champions League semi-finals once again. This, the penalty that secured their place in the Final Four of the biggest and best stage in European football. Real Madrid going through. Manchester City, their European campaign is now over. We're going to give you a full post-game breakdown, not on this channel here on CBS, but over on CBS Sports Network and Paramount Plus. In literally 1 minute's time, we'll be over there to start breaking everything down for you. This game, the other game between Arsenal and Bayern. Bayern, of course, the team that has gone through and will now face Real Madrid at the next stage of this competition. We've got Peter Schmeichel, who was over there at the game in Munich for us. He's spoken to Jamal Musiala, Thomas Tuchel, Mikel Arteta. We'll bring you all those interviews. We'll see what we can get for you from this ground as well. Arsenal are out. Manchester City are out. Michael Richards and Thierry Henry are still in the studio. Might be a slightly dry 40 minutes, but please do bear with us and we'll try and make it through for you. We'll see you over there, Paramount Plus, CBS Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. Good night, everybody.
This match is brought to you by FedEx.